All right, everybody, welcome to an anxiety-inducing Thursday on Sweaty Palms, brought to you by our weekly sponsors, the like button and the bell button located right below the video. You can click on them for cool things. Let's start off with number 20 because we've seen number 19. Not sure it's quite as friendly as it looks. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's so terrifying. Why is your first response to pick up your phone, though? Maybe actually that is the smartest first response, because then when someone comes across your body later, they'll know what happened. Unless your phone keeps recording and then the battery goes out and then the clip doesn't save. I actually don't know what happens if the battery goes down when you're currently recording a clip on your phone. Does it end the recording or does it just corrupt the recording? Like if my power goes out on my computer, the footage that I'm recording right now would be corrupted because it wouldn't have a chance to conclude the recording. We went into a side tangent of technical stuff here because the bear is still sitting there and there's nothing else we can do other than sit. Okay, he stands up. You really are you really intimidating it? You really think that bear is scared of you? Maybe it is. Riding down this steep stone wall on a canoe. They get air at the bottom? Oh my god, that's so sick. But what if they, oh god, imagine if they like lose balance though. That's so sick, they get so much air, dude. But what if they lose balance on the way down? I guess that's why they have the paddle, so they can kind of stabilize themselves. That's so cool. But that's gotta be such a pain then to get back up to the top. Like that's even worse than hiking to then ski or snowboard down something. Actually, maybe not, because you have the altitude in that case, which makes it a real chore. But you have to like get out of the water, you're all wet, you gotta get out of your kayak or canoe, whatever you call it. Pretty sure it's a kayak. You have to hike back up with your kayak and then go down again. Like that's a long reset time. I can think of better ways to spend my free time. Cave exploring is so peaceful and relaxing. No, why would you ever? No, why would you do that? Why would you see an opening that small and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go through there? What if you get stuck? Also, it's really unsettling because it's all like wet and it looks like they've like lubed it up just so that they can, and they probably do. I bet they carry lube with them so that when they get to a terrible place, they can make sure to slither on through further. What? Because, okay, so if no one has ever been to the place that they're going to before, and they're in uncharted territory, how do they know they're not just gonna unalive? And then what if it's a place where water has like high tides and low tides, and they get jammed in somewhere, and up comes the water. That's it, you're done. Not worth, really not worth. I feel like the reward that you get for lubing yourself through a small opening is not necessarily worth the risk unless you have the proper protection. Interpret that as you will. It's air conditioned too. Challenging physics, mathematics, gravity, engineering, space, time, NASA, Einstein, and the Holy Spirit. Is that, like, was that photo taken from a level surface? Is the house level or is the camera level? That's what I really want to know. I feel like judging by the other houses, they can't all be off, so it's probably that the camera is tilted a little bit taking this photo. Does someone, like, does someone actually, do they sleep there? Because I'm so scared that it's not entirely stable. Because that's not a lot of support right there. It doesn't seem like, but maybe there's just caissons going like 30 feet beneath the street that's keeping this portion up, and so this hardly taxing on it at all. Feel like you holding your arm out. Except, oh wait, after like a couple minutes that actually gets tiring. And there's like an air conditioning unit over there, so I mean, it probably cools the space pretty effectively, and a freaking basketball hoop outside. Like that's, what more can you need? Air conditioning and basketball. Nope. Throwback to that time we almost fell off a cliff in Peru. When you say almost fell off a cliff, you mean like the van almost went off? I bet you didn't almost go off. I bet that driver has been on that road so many times and is completely fearless and it's just that you in the passenger seat, you're like, I don't like, we're gonna almost go off the road. I mean, but that dude totally looks like a local. He's like, you guys are really, you're all filming? Why did I have to be on this with a bunch of tourists? Man, we're not gonna fall off. We're chilling. Everything's fine. Driver knows what he's doing. We've been on this road a bunch of times. Like, it's all good. Being a janitor for an art museum. Are these people? Oh god, it's freaking night at the museum. Why is the art museum got all these, like, people structures, though? See, this is just a perfect place to do, like, a hidden camera prank. And I'd be really disappointed if nobody decided to do it. Just imagine the opportunities to body paint someone, have them stand inside the exhibit, and then scare people. Oh my god, dude. That is such a multi-million view YouTube video right there, and it's promotion for your exhibit. If you didn't do it, such a missed opportunity. Because they're harmless, other than if someone actually faints on the spot and then falls over and hits their head or falls into the exhibit, but otherwise, harmless pranks. Getting dragged off by a gorilla. I've seen this one before. I don't know if we've seen, I think we've seen it here on the sub as well, but it's lower quality than when I last saw it. Dude is just like, all right, well, here we go. And then it just leaves him be. It's like, all right. The gorilla is just asserting its dominance to everybody. Like, I just want you guys to know, I'm very strong. I'll leave you be, but don't provoke me. I'm very strong. It's very cute that you guys have to go to the gym and stuff in order to become comparably quite weak. I don't have to do anything other than lay around all day and eat lots of food. And I'm very strong. Get wrecked, you twerps. This is footage from the tsunami in Japan back in 2011. I feel like I've seen this over the years probably, but yeah, tsunamis are so crazy because when you have the camera angle just kind of standing back from a distance, it doesn't look like all that much. It looks like just this slow incoming water, and everything is like moving in slow motion, and you're like, how are the ships just getting absolutely rocked up and down? It looks like hardly anything is happening. But then I'm sure if you're like right up close with it, it's just absolutely insane. Oh my god, then they're okie dokie. But it's crazy because in the river looking part, it just doesn't look like much, and then all of a sudden, just water. And it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. It just keeps going and going. And you're like, all right, it's not a wave, right? It's like the tide just is increased the level of the water, and then it just keeps going until it reaches equilibrium when it's gotten that high up in elevation inland, and then eventually it recedes. It's so gnarly. Sichuan, China. Is that flooding? You're getting a lot of flooding going on here, huh? That's really gnarly. Is that entire city just built on like a cliff? And then when it rains, all the water like accumulates right at the edge and it turns into a waterfall? Is that supposed to be a park down there? I can't tell if that's is that a river? I assume that's actually a river down there, but that's supposed to be a park on the edge of the river. Water ruins everything. It sustains us. It makes life possible here. As carbon-based life forms, we need to drink it in order to survive. But also, when it comes to any buildings or anything structural, water ruins everything. No, I don't think I will. Why don't you tell this person that they have a needle sticking up out of their collar? Why do you take this, like, Pulitzer Prize photo of it? I'm not gonna tell them. I'm just gonna, like, from 50 feet away, take my 500mm lens out and just get this really incredible depth of field shot. Got some sick bokeh on there. Not gonna let him know, though, that if he leans forward at all, he's just gonna poke himself with this needle. Intense hailstorm in Canada looks like an over-exaggerated storm scene in an old movie. Yeah, what the heck? It looks like that window is in front of a green screen, and they just added some special effects in the background in post-production. Hail terrifies me. Every now and again, we get hail in LA, but it's usually not the kind that will actually do damage. But if, oh God, the idea, like, the roof of your house, windows, your car parked outside, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just wrecked. You're at the complete mercy of nature. God dang it, water. Why are you so dangerous when you're frozen? Water, just the bane of our existence, man. If it weren't for water, this hail wouldn't be smashing your windows. Unbelievable. I don't like it. That is some straight up horror movie stuff right there. Whoa. That's oh, I've actually seen this. I know I didn't see this in a video. There's a surprise inside. This is more unexpected than Sweaty Palms, I think. And I rewatched it a few times. I was like, can you see it before? Or is it totally just, I'm not giving it away. Because if you haven't seen it, you're gonna be like, wait a minute. Excuse me, what? What? How did that? Just wait for it. I'm the annoying person at the movie sitting next to you who's like, just wait for it. We're gonna get to the good part in just a second. It gets really good here. And you're like, shut up, let me enjoy it. Wait for it, we're gonna get to the good part here in just a second. It's like, come on, guys. I was having such a good meal in there. I like how they're ready with the hose. Like, they've dealt with this before. He's like, God dang it, guys. I'm just trying to enjoy a meal in peace. You're gonna spray me with the hose? Actually, that's fresh water. I'll take it. Thanks for that, dude. Nice drink. If I were that seal or sea lion, I'd just chill there. I'd just eat. Jump. I don't like it. It's very high. It's really high, and also, I guess it's pretty clear, so you can see if there are any rocks down there. See, here in California, it's never very clear in the water. So it's very hard to tell if there are any rocks you're gonna land on. Like, you gotta have someone who goes in with a mask and a snorkel just to make sure, which it looks like she had there. Just for safety, looks like he had a mask. You could check, like, okay, this is safe, but still, oh. Anything over like 10 feet into water, I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't like it. Man attempts to paraglide with couch. Okay. Yep. No, seems worth it. Oh yeah, just off a cliff. Just I feel like there'd just be such a moment of regret right there, where you're like, really leading up to this, it all sounded like a fun novelty idea. Now I'm flying through the air on a couch, and he's not strapped in at all. He's just sitting there completely unharnessed. Please tell me that he's got some kind of like carabiner clipped into the back of his pants or something. All right, Hassan Kaval. I assume that's his Instagram right there. Good idea. Watermarking your. Is that TV actually functioning? Can we get that TV turned on, dude? But you got some great satellite reception up there. He's over the water too. Like, how does he know it's gonna stay up? What if it doesn't stay up? What if it starts to crash and he crashes on his couch in the water? I guess it could be worse. He could crash on his couch on land. Oh my God, dude. Hassan, you're a madman. Are you really not harnessed in? Oh man. This would so be me. Dad afraid of heights trying to get a look. I mean, I would not stand next to the edge of a cliff like this. Okay, this is obviously a little bit embellished. Crawling slower doesn't make much of a difference. But I would, like, if I really wanted to get up to the edge, there's no way in heck that I would be standing when I do it. I'm gonna get my center of gravity as far back as possible. There's no way that any gust of wind is gonna make me lose my balance on the edge. Not okay. It's a perfect way to get the view right there. Come on, dude. The slower you crawl doesn't make your center of gravity change. There you go, good view, great view. That's the safest way to do it though. You're doing it, and then you get like your head right up to the edge of the cliff so that you give yourself a lower vantage point so it doesn't seem like you're quite as high up. That's why if you're gonna drop in on a ramp skating, it always looks way worse from where you're standing, like presumably 4 feet above the ramp, versus if you actually get down at the surface of the coping, you're like, oh, this is not that tall at all. Can I get a heck to the no? I mean, if I had to choose between this or paragliding on a couch, it's tough. The thing that's really scaring me here is that this person is holding something in their hand, like some kind of mini gimbal camera in their hands, which is gonna impact their ability to catch themselves, because they're gonna like not want to sacrifice the camera if they lose their balance, and then it's gonna cost them their entire being. I hope that they're willing to just give up the camera if they trip, which I'm sure they don't do in this clip, but again, I think these clips are sort of embellished in just how crazy they look just based on the FOV. It's like Minecraft. You go into Quake Pro, all of a sudden everything looks super gnarly. Whereas if you scale back the FOV, then it doesn't look nearly as gnarly. So there's that to a certain extent here, but also I'd be taking it a lot slower than that. Maybe they've practiced this route a few times. Rope swing POV. How high is this? It's really hard to tell. It looks pretty high. I wonder how many G-forces you're getting at the bottom there. Dang, he freaking flipped. How many flips is he gonna do, dude? That was like a backflip and a half. Why is it that whenever people are doing crazy extreme jumps and stuff, they're doing flips at the same time? The escalation from like just being scared and not doing it to the people who do it is so great, it's ridiculous. It's like I was saying the other video recently, how you never see people hitting the gigantic jumps skiing or snowboarding and just straight airing over it. They're always doing like 900s and 1080s and corks and stuff. Just same with this. They're never just gonna jump off and flail. They're like going off and keeping completely composed and doing flips and stuff like that. It's just such a gap. It's ridiculous. Also, I wonder, like, there's gotta be a lot of G-forces there at the bottom of that swing. Good way to work out your arms, I guess. Grip strength. I'd be off in a second. My grip strength's terrible. And the top, for the last month, the king of almost dying, which I can say because this video is gonna be demonetized anyway. Dying. But why, though? But why? Would you... See, I don't... This is just a montage of all the various clips we've seen of this person through the months and years of sweaty palms. All it takes is one little mistake. All it takes is one little mistake. And that's... Oh, is it the same guy? I didn't know that these were all the same guy, though. Just, here's a montage. Best of sweaty palms, everybody. But I wonder, like, how does he get up to the roof on all of these places? Is it just that easy? Or does he have special connections? God, jeez. This is some serious hops, though. That's impressive. Or he's just well connected. Everybody at all these buildings is just like, I mean, he's gonna find his way up one way or another, so we just might as well let him go. Because if we don't, then, I mean, he's probably just gonna go through some unauthorized way, so it'll just be easier on us if we just give him the go-ahead. Okay, why are you doing... No. Oh my god. I don't like that. No, it's the worst. That's even worse. Oh god. Yeah, drop in, dude. Sick vert ramp. Okay, alright. It's just... Please don't do this. Anybody. Please don't, including the guy doing this, please don't do this. It's very not worth it, dangerous. Oh god. My hand is actually getting sweaty now that I notice it. Alright, that's it. It's okay, yeah, this one. We've seen this one. We've seen them all. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this past month of Sweaty Palms. Don't do what that guy does, because it is eventually not gonna turn out well. And that scares me. Make sure to like if you liked, which is one of our sponsors. Subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell, another one of our sponsors. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more of these. That's it. I'll see you next time.